Hi everybody, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. So you may have noticed I've taken a bit more breaks in between the last few weeks for the holiday season. I needed to do that for my own health and well-being. And I hope you've been taking a little bit of time, a little extra time for yourselves as well. But I want to let you know I'll be back to doing your weekly readings very soon after the holiday season. So thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoy these readings. And I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you that celebrate anything else. Hi Virgo, welcome to Sophquest. Alright, today we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is by Colette Baron-Reid with the artwork of Jenna Della Gritalia. I love this deck and I love Colette Baron-Reid's decks altogether, for the ones that I have anyway. The Light Seers Tarot, also by Chris Ann today, and I think that these are two beautiful decks for the season, working with some incredibly just beautiful and intuitive imagery that I like a lot. I hope you like it. So Virgo, this week we are going to have a Gemini full moon, which is about what we've been learning really for the last 18 months while the nodes of the moon, right? The north node's been in Gemini, the south node's been in Sagittarius. Now in Sagittarius season, before we move into Capricorn on the 21st, we're having this Gemini full moon, the opposite axis of Sagittarius, and it's very much about our practical mind, the things that we take in and things we learn, and the information that we share with others, communication, how we use communication in our lives for everything really in so many ways. So in Gemini, what have we learned in the last couple of years, really, very much so, about where we're heading? And considering that the nodes of the moon are changing into Taurus Scorpio in January, I think this is a big sort of life-altering choice point moment in our lives. I really do. And I also know with Pluto being conjunct with Venus, as Venus stops in the sky at the full moon and stations at the 0 point before it retrogrades for the next month plus, month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, really all together with the pre-shadow and the post-shadow. But at least from December 19th through January 29th. So a full month of retrograde, and then the post-shadow afterwards, as it goes forward again. That's a time where we review the Venus stuff, right? The things we love and value and cherish, enjoy, the things that give us pleasure. So we're talking about love, yes. We're talking about things that are valuable to us. So money and the things we own, cars, homes, trips that we take. Anything that we prioritize in our lives that are important to us because we find it valuable and pleasurable and things that improve our lives in some way. And we're taking a review of those things and all that's happening during this full moon. It's pretty big. All right. We're also pointing right at the galactic center of the universe. Big energy. All right, Virgo, today you get mountain. Okay, Virgo. Scaling a mountain. Not for the faint of heart. But you can do it. You can go through it, over it, around it. It reminds me of the book Hind's Feet on High Places. I read this book. It was about a missionary's daughter, I think. And it's an allegory. And it's about how she has to climb up this mountain. And she's crippled. And she has disfigured feet. And she's unable to really walk well. And as she walks up the mountain of life, her feet straighten out and she transforms herself into being very capable of handling and climbing the mountain to get to the top. And it really is an allegory for life, and I don't know why I was just reminded of that, but I was. Okay, I like that book very much. A very small little book, and it was meaningful to me. All right, now let me pull your 9, and then we'll look at the 3 cards under the deck as well, and I will read that for you, that mountain card. I'm going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture for you today, as well as, like I said, the oracle card and the 3 under the deck, which really gives me an indication as to your subconscious stuff, okay? That we usually talk about with the 9. Okay, here we go. Good. Well shuffled, cutting the deck. Virgo. All right, today. You have not been speaking to someone, Virgo. I think you want to. I think you may change. I think the energy is changing. And Gemini full moon is like this enlightenment about what we think, what we believe, and what we communicate to others. And how that enriches our lives. And whether we can change our minds as well, right? Okay, you have the Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Then the Eight of Wands, yes. The Wheel, absolutely. And the Star, yeah. I think you realize you want to have faith in someone, or you want them to have faith in you, and you want to communicate with this person. Very much so. I think you believed something, or they did, that wasn't quite, it's not quite accurate, not true. And it made you or the other person feel out in the cold, like just completely abandoned. But now you're starting to realize that you have more faith in this person, or you want to, and maybe you're going toward that person. Venus retrograde will give you time to really reevaluate what all of your relationships mean to you and why. What they bring to your life and how you prioritize things in your life according to the happiness that they bring to you, right? All right, under the deck, I see the Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Okay, well that really harkens to home and family. Perhaps the family you grew up with. And the conflicts and the conflicting, maybe the conflicting way that communication was handled in your family. Maybe you didn't communicate well in your family. Maybe you didn't talk about problems, money, issues, whatever. And so, you know, it's like times where you're really happy with your family, times where you've been really in conflict with your family, and I see both, okay? Family or money, or both dynamics, and the conflicts within. I think that you're really weighing and measuring, you know, the people in your life that you value and why. So let's read the Mountain card. Okay, number 6, Virgo, Mountain. It says, you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. And it says don't push too far, too fast, too far. And to go carefully. Okay. So there's something, a challenge, an obstacle, a difficulty. And like I said, I really think it's either with family or money or the dynamics that include family and money in your life. This could very much be that you are worried about getting along with others, getting together at Christmas. There are a lot of Christmas movies about things like that, right? We see all these beautiful Christmas movies and on some channels, and then on others you see like the families, and they're just nightmares to each other, right? They can't get along at all. And of course, it takes all kinds. We all have different kinds of families, and there are always difficulties in virtually every family. And then there are some families that are just awash in toxicity and dysfunction. So wherever your family lands in that spectrum, I think that's something you're working on. It seems to be that it's something that in the past has made you feel completely out in the cold, abandoned, or you maybe decided not to talk to somebody on your end, and now it's like you don't speak, you're in silence or disagreement in some way. Someone is feeling very much abandoned or left out in the cold, like they don't belong, and somebody's going to change that. Maybe it's because this person is just different, right? When I look at this card, the Knight of Wands, I always see, she goes by the beat of her own drum, right? This is somebody that might be different. And maybe it's like, I don't know how to talk to this person, they're different. And they're an outsider, maybe, somehow. Maybe somebody is an outsider right now. And because I'm just seeing that somebody's just too different, maybe, in the family to others. For some reason, somebody feels outside of the group. Okay. But then I'm looking at the Eight of Wands. Energy is changing. It is already inevitable. It is in motion. The wheel has turned. The thing about the Eight of Wands is it's not just energy and communication, flying in the air. It can be air travel, certainly. It can be communication in the air, on the internet. Whatever it is, it's changing something, and it's happening. It's coming fast. It's inevitable. It's meant to be. It's destined with the star. It's being divinely guided. This is divine timing. This is divine order coming in to change something, to change this dynamic, to help you flow like the river around the mountain or through the mountain, to carve out your own path, an easier way through this relationship difficulty. That's how I'm seeing it, Virgo. All right. Queen of Wands, I think that this is this person, whomever they are, they've grown up. I feel like they've gone from the Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands. They've experienced some stuff. They know who they are, and they own themselves. Okay? And maybe, they didn't feel welcome and they ran away and left you in a kerfuffle. All kinds of confused. I have no idea who this person is, why they do what they do, why they think what they think, how they, act, how they live. I don't get them. This is somebody you don't understand. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. You're in confusion about who this person is or whether or not you can get along. That's what I'm saying. It's like you just don't know if you can trust this person. You don't know if you even like this person. You don't know if whatever. So Virgo, I think the biggest question here is, when you think about long-term family dynamics, can you at least understand that it takes all kinds? I think this is a time of the year, brotherhood of man and all, where we have to take a pause and ask ourselves about the lessons that we're taught through Christ consciousness, right? To love and be loved, the golden rule, do unto others, and inclusivity, right? People forget that about the teachings of Jesus, right? Inclusivity, not exclusivity. You're too different, you're too strange, you're too weird, I'm judging you, I don't like you, you don't fit in. And if someone's made you feel that way, try to forgive them. This is about judgment and forgiveness, and this is also about being able to be yourself. No matter who you are in this scenario, live and let live, love and let love is kind of what I'm getting, okay? So let's go down the vertical. Two of Swords, not talking to somebody, but that's going to change. These wands are in the air. Because this person is full of life. And I think you actually like the person. I think that whether you think you do, or maybe you're changing your mind about this person. Maybe this person is just really a lot, right? Like, I mean, they say the Queen of Wands. I mean, she, you know, when she walks into a room, everybody knows, right? She has a kind of, I don't know, appeal, a kind of a thing about her, right? She's just out there. She's confident, full of fire, full of vim and vigor, full of excitement, full of enthusiasm. She's very creative. Whether this is a man or a woman, I'm saying she because it's, you know, female in the picture, but if this is a man and his yin energy, this is somebody who's really attractive and has, you know, a lot of charm. They're very charming, this person. So whoever that is, I think that there's going to be communication. And I think that they're fun if you would give them a chance. Or if it's the other way around and they need to give you some fun, you know, give you a chance because you're fun. Okay, I'm having trouble talking. Somebody's felt really, really excluded. And that needs to change. The Wheel of Fortune. It's saying this is in divine timing because something went wrong with the Seven of Swords, and there's been some type of mistrust or avoidance of telling this person the truth or knowing the truth about this person, or you're misinformed. Somebody is misinformed, and I think this person feels judged. But what I'm getting is okay, what I'm getting from this is like the rumor mill, right? That somebody may have started a rumor and confused the heck out of you or people in your family, and this person's like not in the family. They've skirted away. They feel completely abandoned, something like that. Let's go down the next line. So Knight of Wands, it's like they're going to be who they are. All right, but if you have faith in this person, a little bit of faith, underneath one of these cups is love, right? It's like forgiveness, love, acceptance. Under other cups, there's, you know, the judgment, anger, defensiveness, whatever. That's the thing about feelings. We never quite know what's going to come up. So I guess the question to ask yourself right now, Virgo, is what feelings are coming up for you? What feelings are coming up for you? Because I feel like this person is a loss for you with the Five of Swords, a loss. And I think you want this back, Four of Wands, being in good company. So if somebody, you know, if somebody has been the subject of the rumor mill in your family or in your friend group, and they're being, I don't know, uninvited or not included, maybe this is the time to consider that and flow like the river. Take it in an easy way, just simple, right? Kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Just that. The big picture here is something is changing in the center of the reading today, Wheel, and it may feel like it's going to be so difficult, but it doesn't have to be difficult at all if you're not. Difficult. If you're, you know what I'm saying? If you just bring the peaceful, easy feeling and accept, or if you're the one who has, for whatever reason, been the one who's out in the cold and difficult for your family, then walk in with a peaceful, easy feeling and be exactly who you are and go by the beat of your own drum. Because you're awesome. If this is you, you're awesome. And no matter what is said around by people, confusing things, and then people aren't talking, and people are judging each other and rejecting each other, you know, that can tear a family apart. So ask yourself right now, Gemini full moon, beginning of Venus retrograde, because this issue is going to be prevalent for the next couple of months. So I would ask yourself, you know, how do I want to feel? Don't I want to be a bridge builder, not a bridge burner? Don't I want to be inclusive, not excluding everyone? You know, don't I want to step into the brotherhood of man instead of judging others? And if it's been done to you, then take heart. Take heart. You are brave. And, you know, it's time for faith. It's time. It's time to have faith. Have faith that you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this challenge, this difficult dynamic, and you're going to work on it. And there's so much room for improvement through communication. It's the right time, with faith and hope and trust, to bring about a better outcome. Because avoiding this person is just going to leave things undone, unsaid, unknown. And I think that you might be remiss. Because I think that Wheel of Fortune in the center of your reading today is saying, take up the challenge, okay? This is something that is valuable to your whole life, Ten of Pentacles. This has lasting effects, long-lasting effects, and it's going to mean something to you in the future. And I think it'll all work out if you give it a chance, all right? Well, Virgo, I want to wish you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you who celebrate any other type of seasonal holiday, and I want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude every single day. I hope you enjoy this season with your family, and I'll be back to talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Virgo. You take care.